English Senior, unknown spin number 1. Ready? Start. Speaking in the Lok Sabha during a discussion regarding the demand for waiver of agricultural loans, an honorable member said, Mr. Speaker, sir, the point that we are discussing today is mainly about rural indebtedness. In this connection, I would like to make some suggestions about how to improve the credit facilities in the countryside. There must be decentralization of the credit system for agricultural purposes. I suggest that every panchayat may be given the status of a primary credit society with full banking support in the countryside. Everybody should have access to his own bank, namely his own panchayat. So, one important factor that I want the finance minister to look into is that the system of credit for agricultural purpose may be decentralized, and in that panchayats must play a role. My second suggestion is this: the harsh method of recovering debts must be stopped and it must be replaced by social pressure. Now we try to action the property of a farmer to recover debt. If there is misery in the villages, how much capital can we really get back? We only make the people run away from the villages. It is happening in the rural areas. So we must stop this harsh method for collecting loans and make the farmer responsible before the panchayat. I am sure that social pressure will do the trick which the harsh method will not. My third suggestion is this: land revenue up to a certain level must be waived. In the case of small farmers, it is similar to the case of income tax. I think the finance minister will appreciate this point. He will not be able to meet the administrative cost to collect income tax below a certain point, and it will not be economical. In the same way, land revenue below a certain point should be abolished, and above that point, land revenue should be collected by panchayats only. In fact, the development outlay of panchayats must be related to land revenue that they collect. In that case, we will ensure the collection of land revenue from the bigger farmers in that panchayat, and at the same time we will be just in the distribution of the development outlays. So I would like that this suggestion of waiver may be considered. Fourthly, there is a collection season. As far as I know, the government start collection at a time when the farmer is in difficulty. At that time, the government send a circular to local officers to collect the loans. Then the officer has to collect the debts. It seems that his transfer or promotion depends on the amount of collection that he does. I think there should be a law that debt collection should be done immediately after the harvest. I suggest that we may make collections in the countryside in those months only when the farmer perhaps will be in a position to pay back some of his debt. Finally, I would make one more suggestion which I made many years ago in a different context, talking about the relationship between the developing countries and the developed countries. I said that at any point of time, the total interest paid on a loan should not exceed the principal. This may be applied to our countryside if a farmer has been repaying a loan over a period of time and the total interest collected from his exceeds the amount borrowed. The loan should be written off. Once he has paid interest equal to the capital, the entire loan should be written off. With this, I conclude. Sir, I have to corner to bring to the notice of the government the urgent necessity for providing the government high school at Holar with adequate accommodation and equipment. The present building was constructed many years back when the school had only one section in each one of the three forms. At present, the number of sections has doubled itself and the strength has increased fourfold. The rooms in the building are so small that they are utterly inadequate to accommodate the present classes, some of which contain more than 50 students in each section. Recently, a private building situated closely was taken up on a rent of rupees 50 per month, but this has not improved the position. It is very necessary to extend the present building by the addition of at least 8 rooms of adequate size. The executive engineer has furnished a plan and estimate. The cost of extension will come up to rupees 25,000. No provision has been made in the budget of the current year for the purpose. Government are probably aware that no money was sanctioned for the last 15 years. The above is the state of affairs which calls for immediate attention. In the circumstances, I request government to sanction a sum of rupees 30,000 and order as inclusion in the budget so that the school may be provided with adequate accommodation and equipment. Yours faithfully.